Hello guys and welcome to another video. Today we have here this 2.4 liter MultiJet engine to replace here this high pressure power steering hose, okay? The symptom is the pump over here does a lot of noise, especially after doing here the repair of this pipe over here, okay? This is the new one, but the old one was repaired all around, and after that area over there, right until the steering rack, it is all new and it is terrible. It is really, really bad. It makes a lot of noise, and the customer already replaced the oil and other stuff, and the symptom continues. So the solution is to put a new and original entire thing, the pipe with everything, okay? Now this pipe seems to have a mend over here and over there, but it is not true, okay? Inside over here we have calibrated holes that we have to have in order to avoid the symptom that we have over here. Another thing that I saw over here, I was doing the timing on this engine, and this repair that you cannot see right now over here on the pipe was in the way of locking here the camshafts. By the way, if you need a video for that, for how to do the timing belt on these engines, on the 1.6, on the 2 liter, on the 2.4, and all of that, you have down on the description. 4 or 2 valves per cylinder. I have a playlist down on the description for timing belts and timing chains, including gasoline engines, V6 engines, and chains and whatnot, okay? So again, on this video, let's do that. For the reservoir over here, the type of oil that you have to use, for the cleaning procedures, for all of that, I do have a video for that. It is down on the description. Curious enough, this is a convertible. The video that I did on that was also a convertible, but it is not the same car. This is a second series or second phase. This is a normal interior. The other one that I did, it was red and camel, I believe. It was a long time ago, okay? So first things first, you have to have the proper part number. For that you can search on it, not buy, search on it on Epeer or Epeer.fiatforum.com, and that way you can see what is the best for your car and then buy it wherever you want to buy it, okay? So let's remove here this intake side, just to expose here the hose itself. Go to the underneath of the car, remove the under tray if you have one. This car does not have it, and just replace the hose the best that you can without damaging anything. I'm using here, does not matter the brand, okay, the Dextron 3 for the mineral oil. I do not like to use the synthetic for the 2.4s. The mineral one, I believe, for my experience, it is a little bit better, okay? So let's go. Now, before undoing this bolt over here, a lot of oil will come out if you do that right now. Well, it will always come out, but you have to remove on the bottom side on the steering rack also. So start with that and move the steering like I told you on the other video in order to evacuate a little bit more oil, so the mess is not so much. Okay, it is not crucially necessary to do what I'm doing here about that evacuation of the oil. especially here on this car because the oil is completely new and I do not want to throw away perfectly good oil, but I also do not want to smear the engine with the Dextron 3, so I will do that. Okay, let me just see if the bolt comes out easily. Mm-hmm. 22. Now the seal washers, normally I like to, if they do not have any corrosion, being copper, normally in Portugal they do not have a lot of it. Normally I reuse them, but in your case I advise you to put new ones, okay? So it is possible to remove. Now you can also blow on this gently, so you to evacuate this this hose, this pipe. Now to create just a little bit more access to route the new pipe, let's remove here the reservoir and the holder. Just to a side like this. Now the good thing of having the new pipe is that you have also here the holders. You have one over here, that is that one. It uses a 8 torque one, 8 volt with a head of torque. This one goes to the high pressure support, so it has a, I believe, if I recall, a 10mm head screw. Instead of removing from here, you can take out from here, it's much easier. And this one the same thing, okay? So in that way you can understand that, I believe. So in this way, removing everything, you can remove the pipe from this hole over here. So actually the holder on the back side was not in place, so you can remove the pipe as is, and we will remove the holder afterwards. Now normally you want to compare it, but it's just the way it is. So the main thing is that it is similar. The main thing is this hard section over here, and as you can see, the repaired one, it is much different. It has a very hard kink over here, for example. The material itself is very doubtful, and it has no calibration, as you can see. Okay. Also, this repair over here was very extended, very long, and for that it has a very high level of kink on there, and it was rubbing on the engine, and it was impossible, almost impossible, to insert the locking tool for the camshaft to do the timing. Yeah, so it turns out you have a 10 Torx head on the bolt that holds the bracket, the support, like this. A similar bolt goes to, I have to find one here, and I can save this, and I can save the other one too. That's nice. Well, to remove, I was able to do one-handed, so you can see it's not very difficult. To insert, let's see. So down there you have to pass it, yes, not difficult. Down there you have to pass it to the upper area of the steering rack. Very easy to do. On the right one's not that easy. So the bracket may have to come off. Nothing too bad about that. By the way, this is the markings that someone did for the timing belt job. I myself do not like to use this, okay? The support swivels like this, so you can, swivels enough, so you can adjust that. I hope, I believe. Yeah. If the washers are too crushed, you may want to replace them. This one seems nice. The lower one is always better. Now my idea here is not to go all the way on the tightening of this, just to be in the correct spot so I can do everything. So for example, I'm seeing here that yeah, okay, in a minute, okay, in a minute. So for example, you want to make sure that this pipe over here does not hit that once it is in place. You have to make sure of that, okay? And with that you may want to adjust a little bit here the position of this bracket and the rear one too. And when you are tightening here this bolt, making sure that this adjustment, that you did, does not go out of place, okay? Even having here a tab on the back side, that can happen, okay? So not good having there that hitting over there for any reason, but we can solve that. So I can insert my bolt over here, for example, and right away I can see a massive improvement. I did find the other one. Let's see that on the back. Cannot show you anything. Maybe on the underneath of the car. Yeah, maybe. Now, before hitting that thing over there, I will try to insert the pipe in place. I already showed you how to do that on the other video for the replacement of the oil. So in this way you have our pipe in the most comfortable position possible. In that way, assembling everything correctly. As you can see, very well tucked in. I already insert the bolt on the steering rack with the new washers. I already installed here the bracket, as you can saw, and I have this bracket over here to tighten up. And over here, like I told you, check out if this pipe, this pipe over here does not hit the pump itself. Not to be making any noises and to end up rupturing. Over here, if you do not have a 10 like so, if you do not have this, you can use you can use a 8 millimeter like this. Nice. Okay guys, so for the next procedure you already have a bunch of videos of mine. They are down in the description. So turn on the car, check the level, switch off the car again and again, rotate the wheels, check the level, and voila. Let me just do that part and see if the noise did go away, because running like this for so long it may end up damaging the power steering pump. I hope not. I really hope not. I'm trying to put here some better hose clamps. The ones that were here were very nasty, and these ones are 10 times better, but I just want a perfect fitment. Do not like the clamps to be with a very long tail after they are tightened up, so I usually do the very difficult ones first. If not, I then use another thing. Also, it's not letting me. So on this side I was able to do so. On this other side should be the same, but the clamp just does not want to go. The other ones are very long. The other size, and I know I will have a very long tail, so yeah, I'll try a little bit more. If you try to start your car, your engine, with this off, it may not even start. Cranks, but no start, okay? So this, or an intercooler pipe, during the start the car does have to measure the airflow. If not, it will not start, or start and shut off. Okay, just a little bit of help over here. Come on. Okay. Got it. I got it. Okay. And here you have it. It is much quieter. I have to do some miles on the road, or kilometers on the road, so all of the air comes out to the reservoir and the top of the reservoir again. The steering is very soft, very smooth. It's not notchy at all like normally is with the other pipes. Normally it starts to jump, just like vibrating, and it is very good. Okay, so down in the description you have a lot of stuff that can and will be useful for you, including videos for the soft top of these cars, the complete assembly, the complete repair of the soft top. Okay, this one also was not working, and the solution was on the videos that I already did. Okay, so I see you next time, guys. Bye.